After everything's said and done, all the bills are paid. At the end of the day, we crank $1 million right into the piggy bank of Bob's retirement or Todd DeBoof's retirement fund. I guess it would be Todd's, right? Bob's not long for this world. Let me check with him. Bob, how old are you?
187. Fuck Todd.
All right. That answers your question.
Did he say smoke pot? Is that what I heard?
Fuck Todd. And I smoke pot. How do you think you make 187? I've been through 27 sitting presidents. 27 presidents, Andrew. I met Lincoln.
That's a really funny joke.
Ay.
All right. So let's just say it's $1 million. How do you not want to be a part of that? The only problem that I can foresee, right, is what happened up in San Jose. When you lose everything that hinges on your main event, you can't keep striking out with ESPN because there's too much content out there. Okay? It will not be long before main events, PBC, everybody's going to start looking to cut deals on somebody's streaming app. Like, this is the next thing that's going to happen, Andrew. PBC is probably next, maybe Golden Boy, but Golden Boy seems to be writing everything on Facebook for some ridiculous reason. I don't know what crack.
They're kind of stretched out. They do a little bit of ESPN, a little bit of DAZN and Facebook. Yeah, but Oscar, he's got his fighters on multiple platforms, not just one.
Right, but he's going to have to pony up and find a streaming app. Like, I'm sure.
Oh, it's going to be DAZN.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah,
but okay. But if I'm PBC and I come along and I find DAZN and go, hey, look, pay us $100 million. We got all the fighters. You get us exclusively. Al Heyman is a whore. Okay.
Yeah, but ESPN can't do that.
Not ESPN. I'm talking DAZN. DAZN can.
PBC. With PBC?
Yeah. I'm convinced the only reason they haven't made the deal with the PBC is they want to dictate what fights that they want.
Al Heyman likes to dictate the money. You see, what I keep going back to, you guys, there's going to be a day when all these fighters get old and they're not making their $1 million anymore, and now bills are due and people are hungry. You're going to start hearing the stories of how much Al was actually taking. And I'm not saying it's good or bad. I have no idea. But at some point, someone is going to say, well, yeah, I made $1 million, but my corner takes 10, Al took 20, right? Taxes, so I really didn't make it. And then we're going to start hearing what Heyman's taken from these guys because, see, he's been double-ending every deal for a long time. Yeah, he has a few fights where he let in another promoter and they got it done and they made money. But for the most part, Lee, we're talking about double-ending all of these fights. Every fucking fight on the card has been double-ended by Al Heyman. So then everyone's like, man, he pays really good. Well, dipshit, I wonder why. If you add all of their purses together and see that the one guy is taken from both pots, yeah, I'd be overpaying my fighters too.
Okay, if you believe what the internet says, Al Heyman has a net worth of $15 million. And to go back to what I said, which is probably more accurate, Bob Arum reportedly has a net worth of $300 million. Yeah, he's making about $1 million a week based on my numbers. Minimum.
You also got to remember, Bob Arum had De La Hoya, Muhammad Ali, right? He's had some of the biggest names in boxing history, bro. Oscar was making $100 million a year. Okay, so I'm sure Bob made a pretty penny on De La Hoya. Floyd Mayweather, right? He had Floyd for a long time. I know he didn't make a lot on the ticket sales. I'm sure he did fine on the network, what Bob was making off him on the network. So Bob Arum is a little bit more secure in the boxing world than Al Heyman is. Now, it is a low. No, you said $15 million?
Yep.
And that's with him out throwing a punch. So, yeah, and it's only been 2 years. Remember, he's only had control over this money for 2 years, I believe, now. So let's give it some time to see what they're saying here in the next 4 to 5. I'm talking about when Deontay Wilder's pushing 40, Spence is pushing 35.
Oh, my God, we got a new contest, Andrew. I'm so excited.
What? What is it?
Guess their net worth. Jesus. People have asked these questions on Google. Are you ready for your round of Guess Their Net Worth?
Go ahead.
As of April 7th, 2014, Mike Tyson held an estimated net worth of $1 million. What was Don King's net worth at the time?
$100 million.
150. Good job.
Yeah.
All right. Bernard Hopkins, an American fighter who won 51 of 59 fights. What is Bernard Hopkins' net worth, Andrew?
I'm going to say because he didn't make a lot of money, I'm going to go with low ball. I'm going to go about $20 million.
You're too low. $40 million is what they're saying.
Oh, wow. That's Tommy Hearns. He made Damn, I should have went with Tommy Hearns' money.
No, I'll be at Tommy Hearns in a minute, and you're way too high on Tommy Hearns.
Oh, no. That's what he burned through. No, Tommy burned through $40 million. He don't have $40 million.
Okay. Joe Montana's net worth.
No, ain't shit, probably. I don't know. What is it, $20 million?
80.
80? Where the hell did Joe Montana make $80 million?
Wow, here's a fuck.
Wait a minute. Do they say where Montana paid it?
Joe Montana is a retired professional football player who has a net worth of $80 million. Joe Montana is famous for being longtime quarterback of the 49ers. Doesn't really explain where he got it.
Hey,
here's another mind boggler. Allen Iverson has a reported net worth of $32 million. He's still making $1 million. Oh, he took a lump sum of $32 million at the age of 55. Okay, so he makes $1 million a year because of the shoes, and then at 55 he gets a lump sum of $32 million on top of everything else. Good Lord,
that's awesome. That's awesome. There are smart athletes that do that with their contracts. They don't take it all up front. Remember Bobby Bonilla? You ever remember that baseball player?
Yep.
He's been getting paid for the Mets since the day he left the Mets. They owe him until like 2020 something. Lee,
Smart.
like awesome.
Reassigned his contract. Sugar Ray Leonard,
$40 million.
120.
Holy shit!
He's a motivational speaker.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you know you didn't make that all in boxing. Come on,
Oscar De La Hoya, as of April 19th, 2018.
I don't know. I'm lowballing everyone. What is it?
$200 million.
Hey, Oscar still got money. Good job.
Now the one that actually created this contest.
What?
Tommy the Hitman Hearns.
You got like $5,000. What?
You're actually pretty close. $50,000.
Oh, Tommy, damn it. That one hurts. Yeah, he burned through like...
As of May 2017, Don King still has $150 million. Good Lord. All right, what's Mike Tyson's net worth as this year?
Lee, do you know how many suitcases Mr. King has buried in his backyard?
A lot.
His money ain't never going anywhere, man. He gets low, he goes, hey, go get the fucking metal detector. I got to dig up a suitcase.
I love this new game.
I'll be right back.
2018 value on Mike Tyson's net worth.
I'm going to say about $3 million.
You nailed it. Ding, 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 ding. All right.
He did some movies. He did that one movie, or the two movies in the Broadway play.
Right.
Yeah.
What about Larry Holmes and his brother Mobile Holmes?
Hey, he did good. I'm going to say about 40, 50 mil.
No, 18 million.
Oh, wow. You know, Larry Holmes was really successful after boxing, but he must have lost a little. Huh. I wonder, because he had a bunch of establishments. I remember seeing a documentary on Holmes where he never got hurt after he retired. He kind of stood wealthy. And then 18 million, hey, that's not bad for his caliber of fighter, right? Because Larry Holmes really got burned in the sport, Lee. When he beat Ali, it turned a lot of people off on Larry Holmes. He was better than what they actually gave him credit for.
The second richest man in boxing, George Foreman. What is George Foreman's net worth?
Oh, it's a lot. I don't even...
Yeah, he had 40% of the grills.
Yeah.
$250 million.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Canelo Alvarez.
Hey,
A.K.A. Canelo.
30?
50.
50, not bad. Look at that.
And here is the top... Wow, there's actually the top 20 richest boxers in history. At number one, we all know who it is. Nothing we can do about it. Oh, we can do it from the bottom up. Number 20, Mike Tyson still makes the list at $3 million. That's sad. Number 19, Juan Manuel Marquez at $20 million. Number 18, Carl Froch at $20 million.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, because he didn't have that many crossover fights. That's pretty big for Froch.
Number 17, Joe Calzaghe.
Wow.
$21 million. Oh, this one gives me chest pain. At number 16, Amir Khan with $30 million.
And he's in the news.
Oh.
He's in. Hey, Lee. At least PBC got one guy that's not scared, right? Amir Khan don't hide behind his manager's skirt.
No, because he gets paid for getting knocked out. Like, he's got no issue with it.
Hey, I don't give a shit. As long as he gets in the ring, these other guys, they don't want any part of that ring with Terrence Crawford.
Another guy who likes to get paid and knocked out. At number 15, Anthony Mundine, $30 million.
That's sad. He's on the list as the 20th wealthiest boxers?
Yep. Felix Trinidad's number 14 at $30 million.
That's a lie. Felix lost all of his money.
Well,
Felix is broke.
I don't know how old this article is.
Yeah, Felix
when did
Trinidad
he lose it
had about 2 years ago. He was asking Puerto Rico not to take his house. He let a friend invest his money, and one day he woke up and all the money was gone.
Number 13, he still has a lot of it. Nassim Hamed, $33 million. Ugh.
Yeah, he's fighting it too, though.
Yeah,
he's had a rough
all the
life.
belts at one point. Number 12 is Ricky Fatton. He has $40 million.
Hey, Lee, these cross the pond fighters, they make some good money on.
They did okay.
You're naming a lot of fighters that aren't even from the American circuit.
Number 11 is B-Hop at $40 million. Number 10 is Roy Jones Jr. at $45.
Sad.
Marvin Hagler held on to his money. He's at number 9 with $45 million.
Wow.
Number 8, he didn't hold on to any of his money, and really he couldn't talk for the last 25 years, so it didn't matter. Muhammad Ali is only estimated at $50 million.
And wait a minute. That 50 came at the end of his life.
Right.
And remember, he sold his name right before he died. A few years before he died, he sold it for his, I believe it was $45 or $42 million he sold his name for.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Vitaly Klitschko. Get him straight.
Right.
There are two brothers. He's worth $65 million.
Wow. Big money.
Dr. Iron Fist.
Never really made it in America. Still has big money.
Number 6. Now we get into the big money. Number 6, Ray Leonard, $120 million. Number 5, Lennox Lewis, $140 million. Woof.
Nice.
Number 4, again, chest pain, Andrew. Manny Pacquiao at $190 million. Chest pain.
You know he doesn't have any of that shit left.
Well, he paid it all to the hookers.
He paid it all to the government.
3 is Oscar De La Hoya at $200 million. Number 2 is Big George Foreman at $250 million. And we all know who number 1 is. His net worth is $400 million, and this was a year ago, so God knows. It's probably double that.
Yeah, it's about 6, 7 right now.
Yeah, it's dumb. And he's going to get another $100 million for something stupid again.
You know what? They've been real quiet about that fight, though. I haven't heard.
He could be fighting in the back room again.
Definitely, I think they took this to a backroom fight because you don't hear anybody promoting this shit at all.
I don't think they need to promote it. I think they want to shoot it, see how it turns out. I think they want to lower.
And then
sure.
Yeah, then they're going to send out videos looking like Floyd got his ass kicked.
Right. Sure. Whatever the case, whatever you pay for,
whatever.
That kind of thing. I don't know. He clearly Floyd. If you have the money, like, I wonder how many of these fighters you could actually buy. Like, Mike Tyson's only worth a couple of $1 million. So I hit the lottery again. And shout out to our one of our listeners in the UK. No, I still haven't won the lottery. I haven't. So you won't be flying in anytime soon. Just to keep everybody up to date. I'm just looking through my notes to see.
But you know what that list also tells me, though, Lee? This is why a lot of the athletes are not going to boxing anymore. You only got into like the top, 5 before you started hitting 100 million?
I think I can sell a fight between me and Mike Tyson. I just don't know how much I have to pay him to knock me out.
You have sports contracts in soccer, in baseball, and in football, basketball that are topping 100 million.
How many people can I get in Vegas on a Saturday night to see Mike Tyson return to beat up a radio jock.